Back in the saddle again. Well, we got it's not a very good load, it's very light. I've only got about 9,000 pounds of LTL. Pretty quiet out here as far as the LTL goes. Get some cardboard. Underneath we get some packers, downhole tools, some crates for red deer, so all that's going to Edmonton up there. Red deer, red deer. Oh, there's my tire, helping hold down a pallet. Red deer, and this red stuff's for red deer too. So that's about it. Not a big load at all. That's okay. Been off, it's going to be going on 2.5, almost 3 weeks here, so we don't want to go too hard right off the hop. So light, we're going to bounce around with one axle and yeah, make our way north. I just thought I'd show you here now before I put the devil's blanket on, because that's what I'm going to do next. Throw it over top all that stuff. As you can see, I got my blankets up there to protect for any rips and yada yada buddha buddha. A little bit of action around here tonight. Like I said, nice to be back at it. I do have to do one thing to the truck, however. The parameters were changed. So what they do is when they flash that CPC, they reflash it. He picks a date that Freightliner has been in there, into the computer doing something, because they update all the time. So that was back in 2020. So he put her back to 2020 specs, and I think he's got my tire size wrong, because my RPMs are way out. So I'm maxed out at 62 miles an hour, which is about 100 kilometers per hour, and my RPMs are over 1500, and they should not be. At 100k I should be about 1400 RPMs with these rear end geared way, the gears that I have in here, 390s. So, and that's what it was doing before. So I already called ahead, guys in Red Deer, they're going to do that for me, so I'll stop in on Monday or Tuesday or something like that. But here's what we got so far. Chat in a bit. Bye for now. Hello. Just checking in. A little cloudy. Just stopped here in Colby, Kansas for a shower. I almost always just shower at the Pilots, but I fuel at the Petros. A little funny that way. Oh my lord, what the heck? This never happens. It's windy. What the? Just had to come put a couple more bungees on the devil's blanket here. She's flopping all over. Super bad wind here today. But here's what it looks like with said blanket on top. Easy peasy. Just fold it back as I go. Fold it back, and then I'll take it off once I get into the main city there. So good trip so far, but as you can see, Mom Nature's making a lot of power today. Well, back inside, get out of that dang wind. It just ruins my hair. So we're back in the saddle. This load's pretty light. Like I said, we got not even 10,000 pounds. It's not going to pay very well. It's been a couple weeks, but talking to some of the boys, they said it's been, it's been a couple weeks since I hauled a load, but they said the loads have been pretty light, and by light we mean, like we do LTL, so we want the the big heavy oil tools, the pipe, the machinery, all this stuff that looks ugly, the reamers, and all that stuff pays really well, and we usually have it, and we usually have a lot. Sorry, I just got in here, so I'm just putting everything away. And but yeah, it's died off, I guess, and I just noticed it here now as I loaded out of OKC that yeah, it's pretty. So Why is that? Well, if you want to go and you check your social medias and listen to all the experts and all that stuff, the dollar's dying, the US dollar's collapsing and all this and bloody well all that, and like, we should have left it on the gold standard back in the 70s, and I don't know. I don't know much about that stuff. What I do know is that if you see, you know, I guess the good thing is we're not empty. So if you see empty flat decks, you see one of my videos way back when, you can kind of tell how the economy's doing by how many empty flat decks you see. It's simple. If they all have something on them, then we're still kind of sputtering along. If they got nothing on them and they're empty going both ways, you see one guy going that way and one guy passing you this way, both empty, yeah, we're in a little bit of something. But everybody seems to have something on them. So just like with the banks, why are we panicking? You know what I mean? Hold on. You want to hear some sweet sounds? Oh. The sweetest sound of all? A starting truck. Woo! Anyway. So Canada, our dollar is about, I don't know, 70 cents, 77 cents of a US dollar. So, you know, that's good in a way because parts of Canada are booming. Exports are up. US buying our stuff. Why wouldn't you? 70 cents of a US dollar. How does that go? So in Canada, we have to spend $1.33 or something like that to buy $1 US. $1 US in the States can get you 77 cents of stuff. So why wouldn't you be buying stuff out of Canada? Right? So when you have a lower dollar, your exports should be up because people want your stuff, because it's cheaper in relative terms with the exchange and all that. This is just a random trucker talking. I got no education in this at all. So if your dollar's going down, which everybody is crying that the US dollar's going down, what's the big deal? I don't get it. Their dollar goes down a bit, maybe their exports will go up. Right? I don't know. Well, we should have left it on the gold standard. Well, I don't know. Between you and me, I would want my dollar to be the one that the world judges their dollars by, and that's how the US is run. That's how the world runs, and I know there other countries are trying to change all that because they're scared. You know, if you watch anybody on these geopolitical stuff or these demographics and stuff, like these bigger countries like China and Russia and all that, like their birth rates are down and all this, like they're not going to have a population to do any work. I don't know. You believe what you believe, right? Everybody believes something different. But my thoughts are, if you left your dollar on the gold standard, then would it be as strong as it is today? Or it'd be the same as everybody else? Would that have been a good thing? More trade? I don't know. I thought globalization took off pretty good after World War II, right? Because we wanted to get everybody, and that's what helped a bunch of different countries become strong countries like China. China was nothing till like the 90s. When all this new tech started coming in, we needed somebody to build it. So if you don't need them to build it and you get somebody else to build it, like the Mexicans, where does that leave China? That's their only export. Rice? I don't know. I just don't understand the panic. Like, why can't we just keep going? Stay stable. Stay level. Stay in a straight line. Worry about you. And usually it looks after itself, no? I don't know. Anyway, we're here at Colby. I'm gonna run over to the Petro and get fuel, because of course I don't fuel up at the pilots down here. It's expensive. The Petro, we get 70-cent discount. Come on, buddy, find a gear. So yeah, back in the saddle, we're rolling, heading north. It is Saturday, April something or other, and we're gonna deliver Monday, April something or other, and hopefully reset and then head out again. I don't need to reset. I got hours I can spin and burn, but I'd rather reset at home than down in the States somewhere. Anyway, that's where we're at. All clean, finally. Good for another couple weeks before I have to shower again. And yeah, everybody have a great weekend. And keep a strain on her, eh? Keep a strain on the reins. Don't lose control. Keep a strain on the reins. Bye for now.